remakes. Enough said. After seeing the Dead Space 1 remake trailer, it's safe to say I'm pretty happy to see my favorite game series getting the love it deserves. After, well, Dead Space 3, the Dead Space series was pretty much dead due to interesting story choices and EA bullshit. At first, I thought they were not going to be faithful to the original story, or miss some parts of Dead Space world-building lore. But, from the looks of this trailer, I can say the remake is pretty faithful to the original. Hell, it even mentions Isaac's mom, who isn't mentioned at all in the game, besides the codex log you get for beating the game. Alright, let me quickly clarify what a remake means, because sometimes I get friends who get often confused.
What's the difference between remakes?
Fuck you. Don't get confused. Remakes doesn't mean remastered. I know that's shocking to some people. A remake is a game that closely adapts to the original game. For example, Isaac doesn't talk in the original, but in the remake he has a voice. Okay, clarification done. Alright, now let's move on. Now, when it comes to the remake, you either love it or hate it. Some people love the idea that Isaac can talk, others hate the idea. I think Isaac being able to talk is pretty cool, and now we can see how he talks to Mercer or Hammond, and interacts with them like he does to the characters in Dead Space 2. You know, of course, in the original game, Isaac did have some form of voice in the mission diary text, but in the remake we can now hear Isaac express more emotions into losing his co-workers, and maybe even friends. Or his reaction to Nicole being fake or hallucinated. Or his reaction to Kendra's betrayal, you know, shit like that. Hell, I love Silent Isaac. The ES1 OG Isaac gives the player feeling like they're in Isaac's mind in the events of the first game. And when you're alone, you can't rely on the voice of Isaac to keep your stress down. But shit, sometimes I just wish he did say something, at least one word in the original. In the original game on Chapter 1, New Arrival, when you and your crew land on the Ishimura, Isaac must check the ship diagnostics. And well, he just walked past the blood and doesn't even mention it to himself or the crew. I mean, you could just say, oh, the player can react to that. Well, this is normally how the player can react to that.
Now. Yeah. Oh my god, this is a clean room.
Something on the floor here. Is that?
I need that damage report.
In a remake, Isaac noticed something on the floor and wasn't sure what it was. When he was getting a clue, he was pushed into the task at hand. It's very little details that make me just smile over this. Isaac also makes the plasma cutter in the remake, which is badass and in character for Isaac to know how to use these tools and make them with the right parts. Also, I like the fact that their rig set up when Isaac connects to the door and the Ishimura knows Isaac works with the CEC. Makes the world even more believable.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura. Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
I feel this is an up than just having Kendra do it. Some people don't like the newer looking faces, and all I can say is, I mean, I don't think these faces are gonna really affect the game in any way, so I think we'll survive. The cutscenes in the remake look decent, and I actually like them. I love Dead Space 2 cutscenes, and I always question what Dead Space 1 would look like if they had Dead Space 2 cutscenes. It seems they really are taking more inspiration from Dead Space 2, and they should, and they are mixing it with Dead Space 1, which I'm all down for. Now, the ultimate question. Should I fear this remake? Yes and no. But I'm not saying yes because it looks bad. I'm saying yes because, you know, we live in modern day of gaming, alright? So expect the game to just like fucking just shit on you on like day one, like just fucking crash, fucking glitch, bugs everywhere. Like that's what I'm just expecting nowadays. But if that isn't the case, then no, this game will actually be pretty cool. And hey, it's pretty fucking faithful to the original, and I'm just fucking happy it's doing something other than a remastered. Because normally, when a remaster comes out, it's a lazy, just fucking update the graphics, throw in the fucking game. Sometimes, it is pretty refreshing to come back to an original that's all remastered. And it can be done well. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Okay, I'll stop. I'll shut the fuck up. But hell, if it does good, we might even get Dead Space 2 Remake, and we might even get the franchise back in running again, you know?
What? Alright, run. That would be so scary in real life, man. I don't think I could actually do it. To be honest, I don't think I could do anything in this game. I would just die. I would just die. I would just die. I'd probably just fall instantly. Like, I would literally just, like, turn to dust like Spider-Man. That's how bad this would be for me.